Hey there, Scorpio, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. This is going to be a reading for the week of April 28th through May 4th, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Scorpio, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Love that. Man, you've got a lot of confidence in this reading, let me tell you. And I know you guys are a confident sign in general, but man, oh man, do you have confidence. And it's interesting because as a water sign, you don't have a single cup here. So there's definitely something that you're very drawn to, very attracted to, and you're in a very, very confident energy. So the main energy for your reading this week is the Four of Cups. Somebody's making you an offer that you're not really that interested in. You're like, that's cool. Take it or leave it. I don't care. So we'll see what this is about. In the recent past, you get the Six of Wands, the Judgment, and the Strength. You're feeling very, very good after a very, very difficult time. It's almost like you underwent a transformation, you had a spiritual awakening, and that was very difficult for you. That took a lot of energy out of you, but you're entering an energy feeling very good and very successful and very recognized and validated in your recent past. Now, this could be within a connection, this could be in your career, this could just be overall, so we'll see when we clarify. In the current situation, you get the Chariot, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Something's happening here, and it's happening very, very quickly. I feel like it's a brand new beginning. It's something that kind of like sparks interest for you. You're creating from a very passionate place. It's almost like this is like a fire burning within you, and you have to go and do and pursue it. And it's happening very, very quickly. It's almost like all you need is that little spark, that little, little thing, and then bam, it like explodes with a ton of momentum, a ton of positive energy. And you're showing me here like, yeah, I did this, I'm doing it, I can make it happen. Like very, very good energy. In the near future, you get the Moon, the Knight of Swords, and the Sun. There's a lot of very happy energy coming in here for you, right? Like this overall, I don't even want to clarify your reading because it's so good the way it is. You're doing something. There's something that you're investing energy in, which is making you very, very happy. It's bringing you a lot of happiness. But there's something here that you're not seeing. The Moon is number 18. The Sun is number 19. There's something here which you're not seeing, which is tied up to your happiness. So it could be that you're like charging ahead in one direction, and that's bringing you a lot of happiness, but you could be even happier if you kind of pivot a little. Or it could be that something pertaining to this thing, this person, whatever it is, which is making you so happy, you're not seeing it yet. So let's see. Let's start off. I'm going to clarify the main energy for your reading this week, which is the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords, Six of Cups, Three of Wands. So there's an energy here of a soul connection, a divine connection, right? This could be romantic. This could be between you and a friend, family member. Take it as it resonates, right? You're just somebody showing up here as a soul connection for you. And you're not happy with how things are. There's almost an element of, I need to keep my heart out of this. I need to keep my feelings out of this, because anytime my feelings get involved, anytime I open up emotionally to this person and allow there to be emotion there, it just ends up in disappointment. I end up getting hurt. I end up being unhappy about it. So it's easier for me if I just keep my heart closed. And I'm asking you, well, how long are you going to keep your heart shut off to this person? You're like, I don't know, however long it takes. This is how I'm comfortable conducting this relationship. Like, I want this person in my life. I know what they mean to me, but I cannot allow my feelings to get involved with this person. And I don't know why. You're not showing me why, but that's what I see. So let's take a look at your recent past. I want to see what the Six of Wands is for you. Let's see what you're feeling so good about in the recent past. The Six of Wands is so interesting. I was not expecting that. Six of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So here's the thing. You keep... let me get my word, Spirit. I know there's a lot. Okay. There's a connection showing up here for you. The way it's showing up is more of a partnership, a friendship. Like, hey, you, me, we hang out, we're friends, we're chill. I feel like there's a lot more here, I'll be honest, because the Three of Swords is tied up to this. And again, this could be a family member. This could be a romantic relationship. Take it as it resonates for you. This connection keeps bouncing back and forth between you feeling really, really good in this person's company and you feeling emotional pain in this person's company. It keeps showing up as, I'm going to work with them. I'm still going to hang out with them. I'm still going to, exchange energy with them. I'm still going to meet up with them and talk to them. Like, you're not cutting this person out. But the energy, whenever you two interact, it's like sometimes it feels great. Sometimes you get hurt. Sometimes it feels like this person gets you and they're making you feel amazing. Sometimes they're causing you emotional pain. It's kind of like anytime you hang out, it's like, well, what am I going to get today? Am I going to be hurt today or am I going to feel happy today? Kind of give me whiplash a little bit. But I don't see you deciding to cut this person out or walk away. It's almost like you've kind of accepted that this is how it is. Let's take a look at the Judgment in your recent past. The Judgment is clarified by the Emperor, the Sun, the Five of Swords. You're making a decision to just keep things as they are. You're showing me, you know what? I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to try to modify this connection. However it is, however things are, that makes me happy. I'm good with how things are between me and this person because the way things are between me and them, it's good. It makes me happy. It brings me a lot of happiness. The Five of Swords is here to let me know that I feel like you're kind of lying to yourself, honestly, Scorpio. And I don't sugarcoat my readings. I call it how I see it. You are kind of lying to yourself because this person does make you happy sometimes. And then the other times, this person hurts you. And so by you deciding to be like, okay, I'm not going to change anything. I'm not going to do anything. Like, I've decided that I'm just going to leave things as they are because I'm happy with how they are. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're happy with how they are. Sometimes you're not happy with how they are. But I feel like you don't want to admit to yourself that sometimes this person hurts you as much as they do. Let's take a look at the strength for you in the recent past. Some of you may be dealing with a Leo. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but mainly a Leo because you have a lot of fire in this chart, but Leo is showing up strong. So for the strength in the recent past, you get the Hangman, the Ace of Swords, the Queen of Cups. You're not really doing much. You definitely have emotions and you care a lot about this person. And it's almost like you're very clear on what you want out of this person. You want a connection that involves feelings, that involves an equal exchange of love. And right, love, you can love your family, you can love your friends. It doesn't have to be romantic. For some of you, it may be. But when it comes to this connection, it's almost like that's what you want. You know that that's what you want, but you can't get that from this person. And so you're not actually even trying to pursue that with this person. It's almost like you're kind of in an energy of, you know what, I'll take what I can get because what I can get right now is good enough for me. But you're showing me that it's hard for you. It's hard for you to not take action and act on how you feel. It's hard for you to not express your feelings. It's hard for you to not be emotionally involved, emotionally invested in this person and in this connection. Let's take a look at your current situation. I'm going to clarify the Chariot for you first in the current situation. The Chariot is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands. You're showing me that you are starting to emotionally detach. This whole thing is too difficult for you. It's weighing too heavily on you. And you don't really like how things are. You don't like, it's almost like you're kind of like, you know what, why am I taking what I can get? Why am I settling for kind of the bare minimum from this person when I can get so much more? And it's almost like, it's like a switch flip, like something happened. And very, very quickly you decided like, you know what, I'm just going to disconnect. I'm going to emotionally detach because this person is not fulfilling me. This person is not meeting my needs and I don't want to settle. Like, I am too stable. I bring too much to the table for me to settle. Let's take a look at the King of Wands for you in the current situation. King of Wands is clarified by, the King of Swords, Page of Wands, Five of Cups. You've made this decision. You're very clear on this decision. You're very clear on how you want to act, what course of action you want to take. Like, if I was to tell you, Scorpio, write out the game plan for how you're going to emotionally detach from this person, you'd have it all written out, all planned out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm like, Scorpio, how confident do you feel that you can actually achieve this? 1,000%. I know I can disconnect from this person. No problem. There's something here from the past tied up to this person, which is kind of still keeping you intrigued. Something about the way that you two interacted, or it could be possibly that you've lost this person, you guys have broken up or separated or been out of contact with each other at some point in the past, and that's kind of surfacing for you and kind of tugging a little bit at your heartstring. Like, you remember how much it hurt when you guys were not together? You remember how much you missed them when you guys were not talking back then, way back then, remember that. It's not as intense as your desire to detach or emotionally disconnect from this person, but it comes up. It's almost like it's kind of like nagging at you, like poking you, like, Scorpio, do you remember? Do you remember? So I feel like that's kind of what's keeping you from actually taking action and just charging ahead with it, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the Ace of Wands for you in the current situation. The Ace of Wands is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Cups. I feel like you've got choices here, Scorpio. I feel like you've got options. This is one connection in your life. And again, it could be romantic. It could be family. Take it as it resonates. Something about a bond, connections, intense, powerful connections. You've got options here. And I feel like you're communicating this to this person, letting them know, like, hey, you know what? This is what I need out of this connection. If you can't give it to me, I have other people that will meet my needs. And you're not doing this in a way, excuse me, where you're trying to like rub it in their face, where it's like, hey, either give me what I want or I'm going to bounce. It's more so coming from a place of like, you're not the only option that I have. I'm choosing to invest my energy in you. I'm choosing to put this work into this connection and interact with you. I don't have to be doing this. Because I feel like this other person is kind of taking it for granted just how much you are contributing to this relationship and how much you are putting up with their bullshit, to be honest. And so I feel like you're communicating with them. You're like, you know what? Hey, this is a strong connection. I definitely feel the connection with you. But if you can't give me what I want and what I need, like, there are other people that can. You're not the only person that can fulfill this need for me. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what the moon is for you in the near future. Okay. Wow. The moon is clarified by the moon again, the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands. I don't know what you're not willing to look at here. I really don't. But Spirit keeps showing me. It's like, hey, you're not meant to know what's about to happen. Just know that it's not even that. It's not that. It's like there's something hidden from you in the near future where you don't want to look at it, because if you do look at it, it's going to create resistance for you. What do I mean by that? And this is going to resonate differently for each of you, but I'll give you an example. You know how sometimes, like, let's say you're deciding to disconnect and detach from this person. And you know deep down that at some point, if you disconnect from them, it's going to hurt. It's going to suck, because they do take up a lot of energy. They do take up a lot of space in your life, right? But you don't want to look at that as you're trying to go through this emotional detachment process, because if you do, that's going to create that resistance. That's going to make you less likely to want to keep detaching, because you're like, oh, this might hurt. This might suck. So I don't know what this is, but you're showing me like, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at this because I know it's going to prolong this process. It's going to drag it out for me. And instead of it taking me a month to detach from this person, it's going to take me a lot longer. So I don't want to look at whatever this is. You're not telling me what this element is, what it is you don't want to look at. You're just showing me like, if I look at this, if I face whatever this thing is, it's going to just create resistance. It's going to drag this whole process out for me. So I don't want to do that. It's interesting. And the moon flew out of the deck. So it's like Spirit was like, no, the moon, like I meant what I said when Scorpio really doesn't want to look at whatever this thing is. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords for you in the near future. The Knight of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the King of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles. You get the King of Wands in the exact same row in the current situation. It's almost like you're making a decision to actually put in the work to detach from this person. Remember how I said in the current situation, excuse me, I see you wanting to detach, knowing that you have the ability to detach, being very confident and having the game plan, but not really doing it because the past experience of being detached from this person brings up some not so great memories. In the current situation, I see you focusing on your emotional fulfillment and your emotional balance and really putting in the work to get into this position of, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I'm confident, whatever I want, I can achieve. Like, if I want emotional stability and I want happiness, I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to go and achieve that. This is very driven, very motivated energy. Let's take a look at the Sun for you in the near future. The sun is clarified by the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the World. And you get the Death at the bottom of the deck, which is your energy. I feel like you're recognizing on like a very deep, deep level that your happiness lies on the other side of putting an end to something. There's a chapter that you need to close out here. There's something that you really need to put an end to. And it's almost like your intuition is coming in and being like, Scorpio, this happiness that you want, this literally Ten of Cups and the Sun, happy, 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 happy. This happiness that you want lies on the other side of you ending something. You have to close a chapter out in order to get to this position of happiness that you desire. And let's see, let's close off the reading. I want to see what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week. From the universe, you get the Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. There's definitely a romantic connection here showing up here for you. And you're confused because you don't know if things can work out between you and this person. You want things to work out. You want to be able to have love in this connection, emotions in this connection. You want them to flow, but you're very, very confused as to whether or not it can actually work out. Like, you're not afraid to put in the energy to make the love work, to make the connection work, but you don't know, even if you do put in the energy, if the other person's going to come in and work with you, right? Because you can't make a connection work by yourself. I want to close off your reading with some advice. Give me some advice for Scorpio this week, please. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, I feel like you do have a practical plan, honestly, especially in the current situation. You have that plan. You know exactly what you need to do. It's just about actually doing it. So Scorpio, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here next week.